Live from New York City, it's the Wendy Williams Show.
How you doing?
Hello, this is the Hot Topic Show. It's Wendy too.
We won't judge, but we're judging. It's going to be juicy.
Now, here's Wendy.
Well. You're the one, you know why? Because you're watching our show. Makes you cool. Thank you. And say hello to my co-host, my studio audience.
How you doing?
I'm doing great. Let's get started because it's time for... Yes. Do you know what today is? No, today is National Pearl Necklace Day. I've always loved pearls since I got my first set back in the 70s. My parents had gone to Hong Kong. They brought back the pearls, and I've never thought, there was a point in my life I thought pearls were corny, but no, they're so civilized, right? So if you haven't left the house yet, don't forget your pearl necklace. All right, so Kanye. Now, John Legend to me is probably one of the most civilized people in music today. I love John. You know, he's never gone through episodes of weirdiosity. He's a beautiful voice, just carries himself in a very, very dignified way. As long as we've known him, you know, publicly speaking. Now, what he does behind closed doors, I don't know. Because we all have our ways. But, you know, Kanye and John Legend used to be very, very close. Close enough that that John sang at Kim and Kanye's wedding. Yes, that beautiful song, All of Me, All of You. I don't even know how you get through that song without crying. I remember when John came to our show and he sang the song, I sat in the chair and bawled like a weirdo. For no reason, but a beautiful spirit he is. And John is now speaking out about Kanye meeting with the incoming President Trump at the Trump Tower. Now, you know, we've all seen the news footage. From what I heard, Kanye was only up there for like 5 minutes. As best I could see, even the way people were kind of spinning this meeting with these two, it wasn't a meeting. The way I've heard the spin is that Kanye was only up there for like 5 minutes. So that might have been use the bathroom and get out. Maybe, listen, maybe Kanye was shopping Fifth Avenue. He's a very wealthy man. He's got a wife with expensive taste. There's the Tiffany's on Fifth Avenue. There's the Gucci. There's the Chanel. But maybe he had to go to the bathroom and he wanted to go not in a public forum. So he went to the Trump's house and Trump let him in, opened the door. I don't know what they talked about. All I know is that I also heard that maybe this is a Trump setup, like Trump wanted the photo op. Yeah. Say, you know, just weird. I could believe it any way you spin it. Use the bathroom, Kanye wanted the photo op, Trump wanted the photo op, but here's what I do have for you. John Legend was over in France doing an interview. You'll notice everything, we have all the words at the bottom are in something other than what I know how to read. He was someplace special, and maybe he thought we'd never hear about this, but the Bureau, we've got our tentacles all around the world. So we are very, very busy here being everybody's business, because that's what we do. Here's John. Take it away.
And I think Kanye was a publicity stunt. And I'm pretty disappointed with Kanye that he says he would have voted for Trump.
Do you think that he had another stuff in his mind? Maybe.
Whatever's in his mind, I disagree with him.
Now, to catch you up to speed, Kanye was far famous when John was trying to establish his career. And Kanye signed John to Kanye's Good Music record label. That's what the label is called, Good Music. And then Kanye started using John quite a bit, you know, in his own music, as well as bringing him along. If Kanye West had a concert, ladies and gentlemen, meet my, you know, new artist. You're gonna love him. You don't know his name? His name is John Legend. You see? And maybe for anybody else, I would say you've stabbed your boss in the back. But upon checking, John is no longer with Good Music, so he's safe. But the girls are really good friends, Chrissy and Kim. They're really good friends, but the friendship started with John and Kanye. And this is the problem when you have a foursome. Like, because, well, my thing is, and you know, it was brought up in our morning meeting, we talk about a lot. Do I think it was wrong for John to speak out about Kanye? No. Because in my mind, first of all, John was there during the Kanye time, right there at his side when Kanye said George Bush doesn't like black people. And a lot of people might have thought that might be something crazy. Why do we have to focus on the black person when we say that, shady cameraman? Now, for the new year, I want you all to, exactly, show somebody other than a black person when I say that. That's right, show some white people. No, this show works like a well-oiled machine. The cameraman, the bureau, Suzanne. Good morning, Suzanne.
Good morning, Wendy.
I see the vest is back.
Yes,
I
couldn't
love
live
the
without
vest,
it.
but that's what they say on the Facebook, so I joke with you.
I know. I couldn't live without my silver vest, so I put it on today.
Mm-hmm. And your gold striped jeans.
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah, these are holiday-ish. It's rose gold.
No, I see what's going on.
Thank you for noticing. Mm-hmm. They're new.
You're right there. I see you every day. I know what's going on around here. Anyway, but I love the shade in the cameraman here at the show. No lie. Anyway, so I think that first of all, Chrissy needs to delete Kim's telephone number. Yes, my friendship with my girlfriend is over because now our men, Kanye, I'm sure doesn't like what John said, but what John said was necessary. I think that John, in my head, probably tried to speak to Kanye or did speak to Kanye several times since George Bush and the black people thing, because that's one thing to say. But there's been a slow tickishness about Kanye. I mean, even the music has changed, you know, like I go for mine, I gots to shine. That's my Kanye. You know what I mean? So I feel like John tried to speak to him privately, then tried to speak to him privately again, because he seems civilized like that. Like he's not some dusty R&B singer. This is the civil. There are some dusty R&B singers. You know what I'm saying. John Legend's voice counts in this generation. And hopefully Kanye will process this for the better and not the worse, but Kanye probably won't care about being friends with John after that because now it's divisive over politics and whatnot. And as far as the women are concerned, if you want to stay married, you don't even wait for your man to say, delete her number. You just do it. You just do it. And you know why? You know, if you're a regular woman who lives in Paramus, New Jersey, and you've been friends with your best girlfriend, you know, named Kim since kindergarten, and then the men fight, maybe I would have to still be friends with your girl, but you can't come to the house, and we gotta sneak around, you know, to see each other because the men don't like each other. But in the case of entertainment and the superficiality for which relationships are forged, Kim will build another good friend like she did with Lala and all them other girls. Do you really think these friendships are the really real, yo? I mean, oops. my gosh. Shout out to Grand Poobah and the entire brand Nubian. Because, no. I didn't mean to say yo, especially not in civilized tweed and pearls. But you know I like my hood music in the morning because it gets me ready to, I feel like a prize fighter when I'm coming to work in the morning, you know what I mean? Like I'm coming to, so you'll remember what I'm talking about. If you know rap music, then you know the really, 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 real yo, what goes around comes back. Copy. It was one of the last songs I listened to before getting out of the car. I apologize for being so uncivilized. I'm done with this story. Lamar, you're next. I love you, Lamar. Lamar, do you know I still have the jeans that you bought for me? I told you this story like in season 2 or 3. You remember the story? Me and my husband were randomly in a mall in LA. This is when Lamar didn't know a Kardashian and when all he was a great ball player. And he was in the store with his son. And you know, this is back when all the guys wore basketball jerseys. And of course we had an Odom jersey, right? So we're in the store. I was out there for one reason or another in LA. And Lamar, turns out, this is like my radio show was able to be heard in LA too. So Lamar knew me. And I knew who he was, but it's just like, hi. And when I got to the cash register, the man said, Lamar left his credit card for you. I was like, oh. And at that particular time, all I had was a pair of Hudson jeans, which I still have. However, when somebody leaves a credit card for you, aren't you kind of tempted to run back to the rack? But that, dear, would not be the civilized thing to do. Just ask Martha Stewart, she'll be out here later. Anyway, so Lamar, okay. Lamar recently checked himself back into rehab, which I love this idea because he's doing it for wellness. He's claiming that everything is fine and he is sober, but it's this time of the year that gets he and a lot of people down for a lot of different reasons. I feel a little of the holiday blues too. I'll keep that to myself, but you guys help me be happy, you know? And you know, especially when you come from a place of addiction and you know you have to get your life together, and he just wants to be in there for 30 days to have that support system of people to keep him on board, because when he comes out, he's got a big announcement to make, for which I'll save him the time because I'll make it for you. In the meantime, you know, Lamar has 2 children, a 14-year-old and an 18-year-old, but, you know, with his, you know, baby's mother, Liza Morales from the Bronx. But there was a 3rd child, and I've told you this story. A little boy who died of SIDS disease. Yeah, Lamar and Liza's, this time, well, today would have been his first, or his birthday. We don't know how old he would have been, but today would have been his birthday. So between that, getting involved in the twisted world of reality TV, losing his basketball career, you know, having that seed of addiction in his family, you know, his dad and stuff. So I totally get going into rehab for 30 days until I found out the rest of the story. Now, Lamar, Lamar, is it true what they're saying that when you get out, you're reportedly going to be starring in your own reality show about recovery? So now how much is Chris getting off this? And is this, she said 20%. I think that this is a terrible idea, Lamar, and I'll tell you why. Because the fame game, in my opinion, might have been the thing that tipped you over the edge. And I'm not talking about the fame of being a ball player. I'm talking about the fame game of being involved with the most popular reality family on the planet. This is not me. Now, read what I'm saying. This is not me shading the Kardashians. But what I'm doing is saying that reality TV is not for the faint of heart. And if you don't have a strong discipline, then it could probably well, do what it's done to many. It creates divorces, it creates kids out of control, it creates, maybe helped create or bring out that seed that Lamar already had deep buried in him, but the exposure and everything, the pressure. By the way, where is the Kardashian Christmas card, dear?
Right, exactly. We're still waiting on it.
Well, I'm hearing things. Like Chris is trying to pull it together, but every day that goes by, she's not getting the phone call with the thumbs up from anyone. Like everybody has their own lives.
Right.
Maybe there shouldn't. Maybe this is the year that everybody needs to take care of their own lives. You know. But it's always fun to see that card.
Right.
Remember last year they were in cages or something? Or was that?
Yeah, that was like 2 years ago.
Yeah, that was a scary one.
Only the girls were there.
But look, back to you, Lamar, dear. I would love to talk to you. I mean, you and I go back. You bought me a pair of jeans. You took me to the projects. Shout out to everybody at Queensbridge. No? No? I remember. Anyway, I'm just concerned, genuinely, coming from a place of addiction myself. And I would love to have a conversation. I don't think this reality show is a good idea. And guess what? And I'm assuming it's going to be on E, but whatever network it's on, your drama serves business better when you continue to spiral out of control. Just keep that in mind. There's nobody encouraging you to stay well. The drama is, anyway, let's move along to something different. Hi, Lamar, happy holiday then. Shout out to Lemony. Shout out to Hilary Duff and her family. Hi, Mrs. Duff, too. Hi. Hillary's fighting back against her haters on the internet. Now, see, you can't win for losing, Hillary. I don't know why you're saying a word. You know who these haters are. These are women with no kids who don't understand it's fine to kiss your son in the mouth. Yeah. There it is. They're at Disneyland and they're having a lovely time and the little boy is under 8. In my opinion, it stops at 8 though. You know what I'm saying? Like young Kevin and I, we're a kissing family, but you know, he'll kiss me on the forehead or I'll kiss him on the cheek. We kiss on the cheek. That lip thing stopped around the time that he was 8. Do you kiss Jack and Pete on the, they're young enough.
Jack's 8. I don't kiss him on the lips. He will not let me, so I don't.
Okay.
But Pete, he's 4. Oh, I kiss him on the lips all the time.
Yeah.
But it's gonna end. It will end.
Yeah.
Exactly. But that's okay. There's nothing wrong with
There's
that.
nothing wrong with that, you guys. And Hillary, you shouldn't have said anything. Just roll your eyes and suck your teeth. These are people who just don't understand. I feel like these are people that don't have children and so they don't understand. Now, when it becomes weird is when they're after 8. Like, I don't want to be kissing my 16-year-old at the bus stop on the lips. And, you know. And to me, as soon as your kids are old enough to start kissing other people, is when you don't want that mess on you. Angelina Jolie and her brother James, they're weird. You remember that kiss. Oh, please. Look, his eyes are closed and hers are rolling back in her head. And let me tell you something, there were about 25 pictures. It was a full-blown photo album of these pictures all over the internet. But we only wanted to choose one to show you, but they're every place. Now that's weird. Yeah. Oh my God, that's what air kisses are for, you know what I mean? Like, I don't want anybody making full lip contact, not even on my cheek, except for my husband, my son, not even the dog. I mean, he tries, you know, he's big, so he jumps up. He can now put his hands on my shoulders, but I swat him. And then he's back down, he gets it. Hillary fired back on her Instagram haters saying, for anyone commenting that kissing my 4-year-old is inappropriate, go ahead and click a quick unfollow with your wrapped mind and judgment. Yeah. I'm Team Hillary. Cameraman went to a woman looking like she was sitting in judgment. it. Keep the giggles going, everybody. We've got more fantastic show for you. Martha Stewart is here. So grab a snack and come on back.